Hey, what's up, y'all? I don't know if you've heard this week. If you're into drones, you should have heard the news by now that a tourist flew his drone into 7 World Trade Center in New York City. Let's take a look at this video and then let's go over some drone etiquette and best practices for flying a drone, especially for those that like to travel with their drone. So I'm going to show you the video of where the tourist from Texas flew his drone into the World Trade Center.
Dallas, Texas, and essentially what just happened over the past like 4 hours was I flew my drone into the World Trade Center. So um, I saw this fountain over there, and thought it was pretty cool looking. Um, Sat down in a bench right in front of it, started setting up the drone, and was going to take a orbital shot, and the circle of the orbit was just a little bit too big. It like right before it crashed into that building, I realized that it was backed up a little bit too far from the fountain, and it was moving too fast for me to stop it at the point that I realized. So by that time, my drone was pretty much gone at that point. Crashed into it, got stuck in between the metal and the concrete side of the building. So what they told me that needed to happen was, if I would absolutely need the drone back, they would need to get a crane and remove top panel, middle panel, and then the bottom panel in order to get that thing out, which would be like a six-figure plus job just to do. So more effort than is needed for like $1,200 drone. So I guess I'm gonna just get another drone here soon enough.
Okay, so a few things on my thoughts about this situation. I'm not sure what this traveler's credentials are or how long he's had the drone, but I was very disappointed to see something like this. If you saw the shot where he said he was trying to get the fountains in the shot, I mean, if you just look at it, it doesn't seem like there's a lot of room to do what he's talking about, which is an orbital shot of the fountain. It didn't really seem that important. And as a drone pilot, and I've also had the drone for quite some time, and I've been flying some time now, I just it was just interesting what he was saying about how the drone was going too fast and how the drone basically crashed into the building. From the article that I read, I'll link the article in the description of this video, but from the article I read, he has a Mavic Air 2S. I have a Mavic Air 2. And this is like the size of the Mavic Air 2 right here. And I don't know what type of a controller he was using. You could use a smart controller, or you can hook up your phone to the controller. And there's actually obstacle avoidance on this drone. There's obstacle avoidance, so it beeps when you get next to an object. And also, there is a way that you can have the object, or you can have the drone either brake or bypass. So if it's getting close to something, it could just brake or bypass. I don't know in his situation, did it break and just, it was just too late, or what? Did he even have that function on? Because you have to turn it on. And then also you have to, you can control the speed. So it could be going like really fast, or you can do cinematic slow motion. So I'm not really sure what he was doing. If you're using your phone, you're able to see kind of the area. So my thoughts on it are, I'm, pretty sure this couldn't be avoided. I know there are accidents, but on today's video, I want to talk about some drone etiquette tips, because a lot of people just want to buy a drone just because, I can get cool shots when I'm capturing, when I'm traveling or whatnot. So I wanted to talk about some drone etiquette because I was in the same boat. I wanted to get a drone just, I was like, oh, this is so cool, so neat. And there's a lot of things that go into it, especially when you're traveling. You're outside of your comfort. You don't know what's to expect and whatnot. So first thing to kind of what you should look at when you're, you know, traveling with your drone or before you, when you get it, because I hear a lot of people say they've purchased a drone and it's just like sitting and they haven't flown it yet. Definitely, while it's sitting, take some time to read the manual, check out the videos that might come with the videos that might come from the manufacturer on your drone, and definitely read the manual. I know I'm a person that doesn't read the manual. Like, even when I buy cars, I don't read the manual, which is bad. I'm missing out on the full potential. But for my drone, I actually took the time to. It didn't come with the actual physical manual, but I took the time to watch the videos and read up on it and learn about my drone. Another thing that is new, if you're a drone owner and you're looking to fly your drone in the U.S., you have to take what is called a trust test. And that is a test that you take and it provides like a certificate at the end. But you go through, you have to go through a approved partner or approved basically to take the test. And there's only a few, but I went through the Pilot Institute. I'll link that information in this video. And the trust test is taken after you take a 30-minute course. And it's basically drone tips 101. So if you couple that with reading the manual or watching the videos from the manufacturer on your drone, you can, already see success with learning how to operate. And, when you're going to travel, no matter where you're going to travel, you need to know. So I would encourage you to take that test. It's mandatory. And once you take the test, you get that certificate. You have to print it out right there because your information is not stored, so you can't go back and print that later. So print it and save it, whatever you have to do. So it's called the trust test. And a lot of people don't know about that because you always hear about people taking tests to become an official like drone pilot, and that's on like the commercial side. If you're looking to make money with your drone, it's called the Part 107, and that is a more detailed test. It doesn't take 30 minutes, it takes longer, but it's more intense. This test was pretty easy because I had already taken the Part 107 test for my certificate so that I can fly commercially. But this is for recreational flyers, so if you're just flying it for fun, no matter what, you're going to have to take the trust test. And it's a smart thing to do because if you see this incident with the guy flying into the World Trade Center, not a good look. When it can be avoided. And another thing that you should be mindful of is that you have to register your drone. So if it's over 0.55 pounds, you have to pay $5 and register it with the FAA. So when things happen like this, the FAA knows who to go back to because you've registered your drone. And you can actually get fined if you're caught and you didn't register it. So it's not like don't try to avoid that. And also, when you get a registration, you can get like a little sticky, basically a label to put it on your drone. So if it does get lost or whatnot, they have someone to, you can put your number on the label and your certificate, your FAA license certificate, and put that. It comes with a registration number, so you can put that on your drone, which is required after you have paid the $5 and registered. And one thing that was missing from this is this guy ended up getting taken into custody. And, he called the police on his own, but you need to check the local laws before you go and fly your drone. You might find that you aren't able to fly it at all, so you don't even need to pack it. I actually went to the Bahamas. I have a travel channel called Work Hard, Travel Well. And on my travel channel, I did some Bahamas footage. And before I went there, I checked the laws. I had to actually reach out to the Bahamas Civil Aviation Department and get approval by providing my registration information and purpose of my trip, how long I was going to be there, And then they had to give me a certificate that I had to show when I got to customs. So, had I not known that, I could have risked having my drone seized upon arrival, or, gotten to uh, say I made it past customs and got to my wherever, and got stopped by the police or whatnot, and they're asking me for my paperwork. So that's something you need to know. So a quick Google search of the destination that you're going to will show you the drone laws. And if this tourist would have taken the time to look, I'm going to show you guys something really quickly. Okay, so what do you all see here? Drones are more formally known as unmanned aerial vehicles. It is illegal to fly them in New York City. It's illegal to fly them in New York City. So that's what he basically got. I don't know if he got what he got, but he's basically received some type of citation or something because it's illegal to fly in New York City. A quick check could have told you that. Also, when you Google, you'll see websites like uavcoach.com where they update their city laws regularly. But you need to check, the city's actual official website. You can go beyond that because you don't want to rely on just some website to tell you. But had he looked, he would have seen that. And not to mention, it's the World Trade Center. I would be a little hesitant to fly a drone around there anyway. No photo or picture, video of the fountain is really worth that. No. Okay, so that is one thing. Check the local laws. And another way you can check things is I would encourage you to download the Before You Fly app. It's B, letter B, number 4, letter U, Fly app. And also it's available on iOS and Android, but you can also go to the website. Okay, so I just wanted to give another example. I've already talked about New York City, but recently I flew in Charlotte and I had the app on my phone and I've already pre-populated the address, but you can basically search up here. This is on the desktop and it looks pretty similar to, the app that would be on your phone, but you put in your address or you can even do this from wherever, so that if you can get an idea of what to expect, how to plan when you're going to travel, you know what to expect. So here it said controlled airspace and authorization is required, but it lets you know that altitude is up to 250 feet. So you can get auto approval of 250 feet, and then you need further coordination above 400 feet. So this is where I had to go in and submit my authorization, basically my FAA registration information to get approval to fly here, and then it gave me auto approval for up to 250 feet. And then it gave me a text message that showed me, and I had to put in my time, and I'll do more information on the Before You Fly app. If you want to know, drop a comment and says I want to know more about the app, Before You Fly app, or best apps for drones. So basically it gave me, I got to choose what time I was going to do it. I did an hour block, and it gave me a text message, and so I got that basically authorization. So if I was to get stopped, I had my authorization to fly there, and you want to be legal anyway. So they're putting these rules out for safety of others. We saw what happened with the guy flying into the World Trade Center. So I just wanted to show you all the Before You Fly app. And last thing I would say in regards to this is when you're traveling with the drone, um, don't just get it right before your trip. I'm not saying that he did, but I know I got mine before one of my biggest solo trips, which was to South Africa. And I practiced a little bit, but I should have practiced more. And so I would encourage you to practice, practice, practice. Just like when you have some free time, just take videos, photos, or wherever you can go. But make sure that the place that you're going to is actually, it's not restricted. You're allowed to fly there. Do your research, but practice, practice, practice before you go, because it sucks to like get this drone before a really great trip and then have something like that happen or whatnot. And you just want to know. So all these things coupled together will help you to be successful in planning to travel with your drone. My name is Kim, and I'm the creator of allthingsdrone.com. So subscribe to this channel if you're interested in learning drone tips for beginners and drone news. Subscribe for more. Thanks for checking out this video, and I will catch you all next time.